Two different kinds of cheese. Hi, morning. I'm going to make baked ziti for company for tomorrow night for my grandson Ezra's birthday. And so I'm excited to make this because I know the kids all love it and adults love it too. Plus it's so easy, which makes it great. So I have a pot of boiling water going, and the ingredients that I'm going to use are the pasta. So I actually picked this pasta. Even though it's called baked ziti, Penny is extremely similar. And this looks like it's Barilla, but it's their premium brand because the way that they cook it, it's made in Italy. And it has lines in it, rigati, and that makes the pasta firmer. So even after it bakes, it has a firmness to it. That's why I picked this. Then I'm going to use some fresh mozzarella in there a little bit. And then I like to use a combination of mozzarella and Monterey Jack. Both of these are organic. I try to buy organic whenever possible. I will use some Parmesan Reggiano, which I got freshly grated from Whole Foods Market. And then I also have some ricotta, and I got a premium brand. I want to try it for the first time. It's more expensive, but I want to see how it is. From Belgioso. I will use really good really good oregano, salt, pepper, and maybe some crushed red pepper flakes, and also marinara sauce. I'm gonna use a mixture of both of these rather than making my own homemade. Now I'm gonna put the pasta in. I have 2 pounds. I'm not salting the water. Most people do salt the water, but I don't like to do that. I don't think that I need the extra salt. Should have been more of a rolling boil, but it wasn't. Just gonna give it a little stir and bring it up to a boil, and then it will cook till it's just al dente, and that's gonna be about 10 to 12 minutes. Just gonna put the top on so that it gets to a boil faster. As soon as it comes to a boil, I'll take the top off. Okay, I'm pouring it in here. So a big colander. I'm gonna run cold water over. Some people might not like to do that because you do rinse some of the starch away, but I want to stop the cooking because my pasta is done perfectly right now. Okay, I'm ready to go. So I'm gonna use some of this basic, but actually delicious ragu. I have used some of the most premium brands. I've also made my own homemade marinara, and although there are definitely taste advantages to the homemade, what I like about the ragu is it's totally smooth. So when you have kids and they don't like to see pieces of tomatoes or onions when they're eating, kids are finicky like that, that's what this sauce does for you. Just gonna put a layer of penny noodles. My hands are clean. Some people just mix everything together. I don't do that. I like to layer mine almost like lasagna. Okay, now what I'll do, the ricotta. So I've never used this brand before. I'm gonna see how it looks. I think it's going to be more like homemade ricotta cheese. Sometimes I mix the ricotta with an egg, but it's just not necessary. You can just take the ricotta and just do dollops. This ricotta does look really good. Very milky. I've seen recipes where some people use cottage cheese, but I always use the ricotta. Dollop it. Next, I'm going to do some Monterey Jack. The more cheese, the better when it comes to Big Ziti. When you take a bite, you just want to have that oozy cheese. I'm going to do some Parmesan Reggiano. It gives it that little extra salty little taste. That's it. Now some oregano to give it that Italian, almost pizza flavor. Now I'm just going to drizzle with some more sauce. Next layer coming. Pasta. What would we all do without pasta? Even though I know how to make a lot of Jewish foods because that's what I grew up eating, I have to say that my absolute favorite type of cuisine is Italian. Now I'm going to do my dollops of the ricotta. This time after I do that, the ricotta cheese, I bought some fresh mozzarella and I'm going to cut that into chunks and add it because I feel that when you take a bite, you might just get some really melty mozzarella cheese in your bite, and that will make you very happy. Okay, let's cut this. A nice ball of fresh mozzarella from Whole Foods, my favorite store. Okay. Gonna just cut it into slices and then I'm gonna cut it into chunks. I'm gonna put these chunks of fresh mozzarella all around. Like I said, what that's going to do is give you a really bite of oozy, melty mozzarella cheese when you take your bite of your ziti. Okay, now this time I'll do some just grated mozzarella. Switched off before I did the Monterey Jack. Now I'm doing the mozzarella. Now some Parmesan Reggiano. And some oregano. I also normally would use crushed red pepper flakes, but since kids are going to be eating this, I'm not adding them. People can add that when they eat it. Now I'm going to drizzle again. So tomorrow, about an hour before I'm ready to serve, I'm going to put this in the oven, bake it at about 350, I would say, for maybe 45 minutes to an hour, till it's bubbly and browned. And then it will be ready. All right, guys, you can come and get